Why is there a frog in here?
You said I could stop being Trina.
The Solotrax is a frog. Who talks like Grace.
My own form is endless, but this frog is a form that delights me, as it once delighted Grace.
There's me thinking the day had no more surprises left.
Hello everybody and welcome to my review for episode 9 of Doctor Who. Now again, I'm sorry that it's been posted late, but I did kind of give you a warning at the end of the reaction. I am still not 100%, I'm literally sucking on a cough sweet as I talk. So you thought I was going to say something different then? Yeah, it's been quite a hard few days. I've been battling with flu and thankfully, touch wood, I'm getting there. Anyway, enough about me. You want to hear about what I thought. There's a fly there, what the hell? Yeah, you want to know my opinions on the episode of Doctor Who. It Takes You Away was the name of the title, and it literally took my breath away. It was such a stunning episode, and the one word that springs to mind is fairy tale. I understand that Moffat's run of Doctor Who tried to get you into the magical fairy tale side of Doctor Who, and it did sort of work, but I feel like this episode worked a hell of a lot more. Whether that was its intentions, I don't know, but I really did like it. I can't remember the name of the character of the blind girl, but she was such a sweet young girl who, she never let fear get the better of her, which is it's a nice way of life, I think. You've got to live by adventure, you've got to live by different morals that you set yourself, but don't let the fear hold you back. And I feel like that was quite a nice idea for a character, really. Not an idea. And I'm sick of this fly. I'm a murderer. If there's one thing that I cannot stand, it's flies. I hate them. Yay! As I was saying, yeah, I really did enjoy the character of the little girl. Her dad, not so much. I really didn't enjoy him as a character. I felt like it was going after his own, I don't know, sorting himself out rather than his daughter. I get that he was seeing the wife and I get that he had these feelings for her, but he knew that it wasn't real and he knew that she'd want to speak to her as well, but he didn't. So I feel like he was a bit, in a way, bitter doing it that way. But again, I did like the episode. I loved the episode. Seeing Grace again is I know I did predict it in the episode, but I didn't expect to see Grace again because she seemed like the whole arc seemed resolved in episode 4 when Graham was going back into the TARDIS, and it was like a goodbye message for Grace saying that he weren't seeing her anymore in his mind. So yeah, it was unexpected. It played on my heartstrings and I must have cried about 5 or 6 times during that episode, but yeah. Once again, Jodie Whittaker was amazing as the Doctor, and I'm really starting to grow to love her Doctor. 13 isn't my Doctor, but she's up there, and she's not the worst. I'm not going to say it here because I don't want people to shout and argue with each other, but I don't think she's the worst Doctor out of all of them. I'm just going to leave it at that. The resolution of the frog, and I know that it wasn't a frog, but it chose the vision of a frog. So bizarre, you wouldn't get that in any other TV show, and again it reminded me of Shrek 2 with the prince, or the king rather. Also, someone actually mentioned in the comments for my reaction for It Takes You Away, I can't remember your name, I'm really sorry because there was a lot of comments. Someone mentioned that it was a missed opportunity for the writers to bring back a classic companion or a classic Doctor, someone who means a lot to the Doctor basically, and I do see that. Like, imagine how good it would have been just to see Donna or someone like that, just someone who means a lot, and we could have just seen them just for a little glimpse, just for a small scene. But I will settle for the frog and Grace's voice. Okay, I'm not going to include in this one an extended ending, but I am going to include an extended scene. So, this episode was brilliant. There were so many emotional bits and so many highlights for me, but there's one scene in particular that literally took me away, I guess. It was the 13th Doctor speaking. I'm not going to tell you which scene it is, but I'm just going to let you see in a second. But it's one of my favourite scenes for Series 11, so here it is in all its full glory. And I don't actually know if I did a lot of reactions during this, but hey ho, I'm including it anyway.
I've lived longer, seen more, loved more and lost more. I can share it all with you. Anything you want to know about what you never had. Because he's an idiot with a daughter who needs him, so let him go. And I will give you everything.
I love this scene.
You're not Trina.
Finally, Eric. You can stop being Trina now, because this universe is going critical. If it blows, it'll take out the anti-zone, and my universe too.
Well, that just happened suddenly. What the hell's going on now?
Why is there a frog in here?
You said I could stop being Trina.
The solar tractor is a frog who talks like Grace.
My own form is endless, but this frog is a form that delights me, as it once delighted Grace.
There's me thinking the day had no more surprises left.
What the hell am I watching?
Your universe.
Is this Shrek 2?
This can do it justice.
It's really
I'm
big
watching Shrek 2.
And incredibly beautiful. And apparently, I've just said goodbye to it.
So there you go. It Takes You Away was episode 9. I really did like it. Fantastic visuals, absolutely amazing cast, and a really, really solid plot. Ultimately, it missed its chance to bring back a classic companion or a recurring Doctor, anything like that. So for that, I will give it an 8, maybe a 9 out of 10. I don't know. So here goes. And I think that you're going to be surprised. It Takes You Away is at spot number 1. I genuinely love this episode. I've seen it back twice now. Both times with earphones. Anyone who watches these reviews constantly, you know what I mean by that. But this episode was brilliant. It was so fascinating. I really did enjoy it, and it could have been extended to a 2-parter, and I can understand why not, but I feel like it'd give it a longer time and more time for the plot to develop a lot more. Other than that, fantastic. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I hope that you've enjoyed this little review. I'm still feeling a bit under the weather. I've just killed a fly, that was nice. Yeah, I'll see you next time for more shenanigans. See you later, guys. Bye!